My name is Brad Hiskins. I was at the AIS for 10 plus years and it's honestly a dream come true. The time there was extraordinary. Got to go to 5 Olympics and treat Australia's greatest athletes amongst some of the best therapists that you can imagine to meet. Eventually though, I saw the opportunity to take what I'd learnt at the AIS and start our own clinic. I wanted something which enabled us to do more focused, specific work with more control and more grip. And I really struggled to find a medium or a lubricant that gave us those qualities. So we went, well, let's design our own. How hard could it be? We set about trying to find something that was really quite simple. So we thought the minimal products that we have in the lubricant, the less likely we would be to have any allergic reaction. That process was a whole lot harder than we expected.
All happened in our clinic 20 years ago. I'm just imaging the staff coming in and out of this pokey little staff room, trying the product on a little burner and just mixing the product and then waiting for it to cool down and then waiting a couple of days to trial the product.
We were going backwards and forwards to therapists, to our staff, and literally 38 prototypes later in 18 months, we eventually arrived at the clinic and said, this is it, this is great. Beeswax is important because it gave us the resistance that we were after. It also stores as a solid and spreads as an oil. As soon as it hits the skin temperature melts it into an oil. Plus, it's got a whole lot of great qualities, which means it stores really well, and the chances of it having any negative effects in the clinic is very minimal. Canola oil, and the canola oil that we use is certified GMO free, and it's also locally produced. It gave by far the best application qualities, which was super important to myself and to us as clinicians, because we wanted it to work as that medium which gave us control. It wasn't too long before therapists would come to the clinic and they say, hey, where do you get this stuff from? And that's where that business model developed. It's like, well, if people really like this and we obviously love it, then there's potentially an opportunity here. So that's where we started the MWax brand and looked how we could produce enough to supply the demand. It's been really interesting because we initially just did it to supply ourselves. There was no real intent there to make this into a business. So from 19, 20 years ago, from cooking it up in our kitchen and front doorstep to having a manufacturing company now helping us out, it's pretty extraordinary. I'm very proud of it. It's been a lot of effort. It's not something that you just make up overnight. When you look at an end product and it might be just so simple when it's sitting in a shop, but behind the scenes, there is literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of making mistakes and researching and going through prototype after prototype. So very proud of the amount of effort that's gone into it and extremely happy that so many people are enjoying it. MWax, Australia's professional massage wax.